Are you ready for this? I'm going to explain to you how the media and anyone out there in power on any level, and even those, on any level, even those who don't hold like general power in the public or money, how we, from the individual to the powers out there, control what's happening by using your own manifesting powers. You ready for this? It's so simple, and this is why you have to pay attention, especially now. Are you ready? They don't want you to know this, but I'm going to tell you today. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing, amazing life. How do we do it? All possible. Can start right today. Do I have hairs on my face? All right, so, yes, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, and this is part of it. Now, I'm going to go straight into what they don't want you to actually know. This is amazing. This is what we're going into. The box is opening up and you're realizing, I've been sitting on the beach the whole time. Take me to the beach, take me to the beach. Open the box, you're on the beach. You always have been on the beach. That's how it works. All right, you ready for this? Everything is energy. It cannot be created nor destroyed. Everything is one thing happening. If you guys have read my book, if you read the first two pages, everything you ever need to know, I'm serious about that, is in the first 2 pages, and then of course I go into detail. Now, everything is created by every single thing, person, on equal creative levels. Okay, equal creation. You could say, no, you have more power than, nope, you do, you just don't realize that you're creating the things you don't want, so you think you're not creating. You think somebody else has the ability to bring in money, and you don't. You're not the creator, but you are. You're the creator of poverty. Let's talk about what they don't want you to know. Let's talk on the individual level, because you can start doing this today, and on the massive level. Do you remember when we used to say UFO, and then all of a sudden everybody says UAPs and NHI? What the heck is that? I'm like, what's a UAP? Unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Is that it? I don't even know. NHI, non-human intelligence. Ooh, we need that one, because now they're not just aliens. It's non-human intelligence, because that includes orbs and everything else. But it's intelligence. Now, here's how it works. On every level, with everyone, because everyone is equal. It's impossible for you to be below or above anybody. Impossible, because we're one thing. All right? If we're one thing, then there's nothing outside of you. It's everything. And it's all intelligent, and it creates everything. From the darkness to the light. We're the ones that put labels and all this separation on everything. We're doing it, so we're creating that. Now, here's what... Oh, you're going to love this. How do we start that? Oh, NHI, now we know that. Oh, what whistleblower? We know all these terms. They aren't existing. But in order for me to create it, I mean, everything exists all at once, but in the material world, in order for me to create something, I have to know it is done already. So, the media knows this. Those in power that utilize their creative manifesting powers, which is 24/7. You're always creating. Every thought's creating. You're always creating. It's not like, oh, I go on my regular day and then, oh, I create. No, you're doing it every moment, because you're walking around with beliefs, frequencies, joy, sadness. It's all creating everything for you. So the powers that use this, they're manifesting powers, and by the way, they know this stuff really well. They plant things in the public via media, because they control media. All these big, private equity firms, Wall Street, governments, institutions, corporations control media because it's all money driven. Try to buck that system, right? Some little reporter, is out of job real quick. Shut your pie hole or else. And that's how it works, right? So now everybody goes into the system. So it's controlled with the material world. And those people go along with it because they believe they need that to exist in the material world. And yes, they do, but there are a lot of options. But the most powerful thing that's happening is if we say it and we put it in, it starts to happen, because now if I say it, even if you don't believe it, you've been exposed to the term, to the belief, and it is created by the public through just placing the idea out there. Now, you say that none of that's true. It will start to happen, because the more it's put into the public, the more the public actually creates it, because they don't believe they're creating it, right? If you believe, why do you think the banking systems and all these other things haven't happened yet? There's too many people who don't believe that and are still, investing in the systems or whatever. It will only happen, things will only change when the public absolutely somewhere believes that that's real. But it's planted first. So it's planted so that they're using our manifesting thoughts and creative powers to make it happen for them. And you're seeing it as, oh, it's them and us, and I don't believe that. No, they're putting it in here, and now all of a sudden you're saying UAP and NHI and whistleblower. And so they use those people and manipulate them to make them, they use their egos. And so people like Lou Elizondo and Greer, let's feed their ego and feed it and make them powerful in the material world. You have the answers. You have to debrief the president because you know everything and everybody else doesn't. It's total manipulation. And that person actually believes it. Most of these guys that are saying this stuff believe what they're saying. They've been fed this and used as pawns out there, and then they go to the public and they tell us this and we believe it, and then we create it. So it's not about whether it's really happening out, it's planting it so that we actually create it. So this is why I tell you we're going into a golden era, because more and more people are focused. It's about your focus and your attention, focused and beliefs on your powers that you are manifesting, that you don't need somebody else to tell you what to do. So we're breaking away from it. We're not listening. You can't listen to it because it is absolutely programming you to create it. Does this make sense? So it's not like, oh, this does exist and I don't believe it. No, it exists in an unseen world, and it's being planted so that we'll create it in the material world. And they can't do it without you. They can't do it without you. It's just one person and one person. But if they use the media to plant this stuff out there, that aliens are bad, that they're reptilians, all these stories, now it starts to flow and flow and flow. The butterfly turns into a hurricane, and now we've created it. And by the way, we can actually create those entities. Because we can create anything. I can create an angel. I can see an angel. And you could see something completely different. Because I get to choose that. I'm an equal creator to you. You're equal to everything. All right? So you could be wealthy and healthy and whatever. You just don't believe it. And you're told that you can't do it. You're told all these things that you need to do, and it's manipulated, and then you do it, you create it, all of a sudden it's your life. And all of a sudden everybody's saying it and doing it, and we go, see? And they say, see? They needed us to do it. Are you getting this? I'm going to recap this right now. Everything exists in the seen and unseen world. I should say the material world and the unseen world. Everything. It's all there. It is not until we place our focus and we entangle with it that we bring it into a physical world, because we're creators, so we can create things. We can create all kinds of things, right? We're transformers. That's all we are. So with these powers of unlimited creation, whatever we take in, and on our lower frequency, we are able to create some pretty nasty stuff. And we think it's happening without us when we're actually doing it because we believe we don't have that power. So the more we think somebody else has power over us, the more we create and give them power. Right? You need a degree, you need to be smarter, you need to be prettier, you need to come from wealth. It's bullshit. All of it. All of it. All things are possible. There are no limits. Source has no limits. Unless you create it, because you are Source. All of us are. I am God. No, ye are all gods. These things you shall do, and more. Why? You were all creators. And so when you get things planted, and you're in this space, this low frequency, you are a major target. Let's use that because that's easily manipulated. And so now we'll create what we want. So the world is going in a direction of what it absorbs and then places its attention on starts to appear. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you. If you truly believe, and by the way, I do it, everybody does it. And for me, it's not a manipulation. It's a, let's just say, revealing of a reality that you have a choice to choose, right? I'm not manipulating you to get what I want. I'm telling you what's available to you. So I have different intentions. So lower frequencies will have different intentions. They're manipulating you to get something for themselves. All right? So whether you go into the awakened state or golden era or not, I know that you're still okay. So I don't need you to do that because I still create my own joy and happiness here, and I still have the challenges everybody else does. They may be different. They may not be traumatic. I may not go through the same things, but I know that I have things here that I'm going to have to deal with in the material world, and that I'm here on a planet with other people experiencing those things. Oh, little doggy fight out there. Do you get this? So, by you believing that you are not really doing all of this, and then you read stuff, even if you say it's not true, you actually are now creating it, and then we continue in a world that's programmed where you will do things according to what they're manifesting through your power. Because they can't control the globe because we have free will, so they have to have you, through your free will, focus on those things. Right? I'm never going to be wealthy. I can't do this. My digital explorers, my students, I know what's going through their heads. They get all excited, like, are we doing everything we do? And then you're like, yeah, it's easier just to sit back. I can't do this. Who was I to think I could do this? It's part of your conditioning. Because those powers out there that are millionaires and billionaires, and they never stop, and they go bankrupt, and they go back and become billionaires again. They're not disrupted by those challenges. They use it and they get better, they get more powerful, depending on but they may have different intentions. My intentions, I'm going to tell you right now, whether you believe them or not is your choice, is to allow you to recognize how powerful you are, and that there's nothing or anybody else nor existing situation that just is. You get to create what is. I am that. I am. And as soon as you recognize that and you realize no matter how convincing it is, it's convincing because those groups or people or whatever believe it so adamantly. And so they can try to convince you that orb is evil, or that, the government is evil, rich people are evil. And you don't have to believe it. Everyone's equal, and they're all light, and they're all just experiencing things. And they're great teachers. It's a test for you to find out, can I go back into light? Can I stay in faith? Faith is that we're all equal and beautiful and perfect and all equally powerful. And I can manifest anything. You did choose a role here. We don't want to bypass that. This is a timeline that we've created. But within it, you can go into that space the quantum field and access unlimited powers. Go in with amazing high intentions. So my intention is the more I reveal these powers to you, the more I reveal what I know is possible, and the more I can prove it to you in a material world, the more you have, let's just say, the choice, the more choices that you have, that you may have limited, to go into that, and then we create it. Because I can't do it without you, because it's a collective, right? In order for the material world to shift into a different program, we need a collective. I can live this world, but if I want that world to change according to my desires, right? My desires and intentions, higher ones, and the other ones, lower intentions, lower ones, they can equally create a world that blows itself up and is in constant conflict. And we can create a peaceful one. It's all up to you. You're creating it. It's not a battle against evil or wealth or power. It's not a battle against anything. It's your focus. And so when you go into and you go, oh, this is all a game. All of that. And so I'm being fed all of this so that I'll create it. And then they'll go, thank you. Because now it's not just my reality. My reality is wanting to control you. And I can't do it unless you believe all this stuff. And once you believe it, now my world changed and you agreed to it. Free will. Nobody can violate that. No one. Because we're all creators. We're all equal creators. So you get to create whatever you want, even as an individual. That's a perceived illusion, right? So what's happening is, when I told you there's going to be something intense that's going to intensify, is that, oops, we're losing power, control over others, the ones that want to keep you buying the crap and using the plastic and, taking the pills. They want you to stay in that because they like that world, the material world. They're very stuck in the material world of control and money and power in their own little groups. If you switch over and you stop that behavior and participating in it, and you say, I can create something different, and you don't believe that it's overwhelming and it's impossible, you cannot go into that space, then you go back into the, I'll just survive. I'll wait till I retire, get my check, good luck with that, that may not happen, and volunteer, go on some vacations. That's how we're programmed. That can all end. Age is irrelevant, it's just the body. So, what are you contributing to and what are you creating? Because it's going to keep getting planted in here and you're going to create it. And then there it is, the world that exists through your free will. I am planting something else for you to say. Would you like to live in a different world? You can create that too. So by my words, if I get just a few people who believe that, right? Not by manipulation, by free will choice, then you will go into that giving, loving frequency, community, not seeing anybody else as an enemy, not separating yourself or seeing the government or corporations or anybody's enemy, but seeing them as equal, beautiful light beings playing a role. Everything changes. Nobody's an enemy. No one. No one. That's made up. You can believe it if you want. You ready for this? You want to create that world with me? Then be careful of what you believe in. Like I told you, Dorothy Matt, whatever her name was, the one that's filming all the light beams for decades, as soon as the church told her they were evil, dark beings started to show up in her room, and she realized what was happening, that she had lowered her frequency, and she started to believe that because they told her. So she didn't believe it, but when they told her, and if she had to believe it through free will, now she went into that darkness. She realized what was going on, that she was doing it, not them. She had to believe it. She had to question her faith. So when she went in and said, no, they are amazing, beautiful beings, then the dark beings disappear. That's what's going on in your life. Be on your game. Isn't this cool stuff? Now you're realizing, oh my gosh, we all have equal power. We've just been manipulated to go in to create for them through our free will, creating for them. So if you believe all these things are going to happen, even Edgar Cayce, if you believe his predictions, we can create it. And if you don't, some of them haven't come true, then they won't. Nothing's in stone, my friend. And stones are intelligent too. Pretty damn cool, huh? So if you guys, those of you who are entrepreneurs, you want to come over to Digital Explorers, I have people in New Zealand, Australia, Bermuda, the UK, Canada, the United States. Where else are we? We're all over the world. And we're all coming in, and none of my students know what they're going to create, but the process that I take you through is to find what you really love and not just create a business around that, but what's the purpose? What's the positive impact you're trying to create? You can't just, oh, I'm going to do something I love. No, we're creating something that's going to make an impact on your life and your health personally. So when you focus on all of that, what happens? You create it. Well, as soon as they question themselves, I see they don't work as hard, they're too busy, there's all these other things that go on. They're self-sabotaging because they're believing that out there. That's all it is. As soon as they shift over and go, I can do this, then all of a sudden the ideas come and we start to create those businesses, multiple income streams, and my goal is that every one of them will do this full-time for a living. But that's up to them. I can only give them the tools. And if you want to come over, I have free webinars that talk about why internet businesses don't work. People don't make money, and they're spending a lot of money. That's part of the system. If I tell you some things that feed into your ego and what you need on the material world, you're going to get your credit card out and your money out, and you don't get it because I got what I wanted, and then this doesn't work for you. And that's how all of it works. Take more stuff to get well. Oh, by the way, you have to take something else because there are other symptoms that come with that. And so take another one. I see people layering all these things. I'm like, this is insane. Do you see what you're doing? What's the option? Find it or create it. Come on over. We're creating it. This is an option. I'm telling you, this is how it works. It's so simple. Are you ready for an amazing, beautiful, golden era? I see it happening. We're past the tipping point we're going into, and more people are knowing that what I'm saying absolutely is possible. It's not truth. Truth is everything. Truth is, that we're going to hell in a handbasket. Truth is that that's evil. Truth is, but when my truth doesn't include all those things, then I live and create something different. That's it. There's neither right nor wrong. They're just choices and experiences. Hey, I'm not telling Source, you made a mistake. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. By the way, subscribe. That's another one. The algorithms start to go out and it tells YouTube we like positivity, we love empowerment, we love spirituality on a high level, we love love, we love compassion. So the algorithms, AI says, oh, the public likes this. And so the YouTube starts to put more of that out. That's how it works. I'm going to say it again. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend, my beautiful, perfect, unlimited friend. When you start believing it, anything in your life can change. Look at what you've been doing, thinking, everything. And say, there's something else, and I can be this person. That's how powerful you are. Namaste.